Welcome back to our new series called Minutes with the Man. I'm your host, John. If this is your first time joining me, the purpose of this segment is to publicly ask the questions that everyone is thinking, but few dare to ask out loud. One of those questions will be addressed during this brief time before Sunday service, and hopefully give a satisfactory answer from the perspective of a citizen of God's kingdom. Today's question, is the virus real? Now hold on, I know what you're thinking already. Is he serious? We're several months into this already. He's embarrassing himself. Listen, I know there are still some of you out there thinking, it's a government conspiracy. They're trying to bamboozle the common folk. Wake up, sheeple, don't drink the Kool-Aid. Now, most people who do their own research but still hold doubts will end up asking this question. Do you know anyone with the virus? Well, it's a valid question. Hearing about infection or death rate somewhere far away has a diminished effect because it doesn't personally affect us. However, knowing someone who has it definitely makes a difference. So, who knows someone who's been affected? Anyone? Well, I do. I know someone from work who tested positive. Now, this person, who thankfully made a full recovery, was out for weeks. And this person was young, too. Someone else I know personally had several family members that tested positive. One of them was in the hospital for weeks in a coma. Now, this individual had to make a life or death decision on behalf of that hospitalized member. Sadly, this person has died. Our church family may know who I'm talking about. Now, I'm sure by now many others in our congregation know at least one person who tested positive and had a real hard time with recovery. So, in short, the virus is real. Now, I know this topic is way more complicated than what can be discussed in this short video. It could be addressed in a lot of different ways, focusing on the severity, the rate of infection, vulnerability by age group, the accuracy and integrity of all the tests, all that stuff. Let's put that all aside for now and address our response. So how do we respond? Let's answer that question by assuming you have a common contagious virus like the flu or the cold. What's the smart thing to do? What's the loving thing to do? Now remember, we're citizens of God's kingdom here. Let's respond from this foundation. Well, for starters, you could stay home. Then you could self-quarantine. You can keep yourself clean. You can stock up on tissues and queue up some PureFlix. Maybe catch up on some VeggieTales. To further support this point, I'll go ahead and shame myself. Many times I continued to go to work when sick, thinking that I could handle it. I'd think that this shows I'm a hard worker. I'll suffer for the sake of my employer. Well, I ended up not working very effectively those days. I prolonged my sickness and caused the other guy sitting less than 10 feet away from me to get sick as well. I'm the jerk. If I learned nothing else so far, I now know it's better to stay at home if I'm honestly sick. I just have to suck it up and take a sick day. So that's it for this video. Hopefully I didn't cause too much blood to boil. Tune in next week for another hot topic question. If you have a question you want me to address, comment below and include #MWMFAQ. Thanks for listening.